Steve Kern, Dutch Mantell, and the Gibson brothers, Rick and Robert. Should be some kind of action coming up.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you that. And there was one name on that one side of the ring that you'll hear more about before the day's over. Coco Ware. Yeah. In addition to that, we have, now I got to tell you right now, boy, if you don't like rough and tough stuff, don't stay tuned, because we have some of the most grueling material that we've got on videotape that we've ever had right here. We're going to be back and get ready to go with it all in just a moment. With the return of Rick Morton and Eddie Gilbert, Davey, it's kind of an interesting new era with this great young team, and I would like to refresh a lot of people's memory about it. They came in here having won the Tri-State Tag Championship. They then were in line for a Southern Tag Championship. They went against Onita and Fucci, and obviously had to be the underdogs in that match. Let's take a look.
And now runs by, there's a tag, Eddie Gilbert. Drop kick. Goes around with the abdominal stretch. Eddie Gilbert with the abdominal stretch, but Rick Morton with Onita. And here comes Yamamoto. Nails Gilbert with that fighting stick, while the referee still trying to get Morton out of there and Onita out. Fucci, oh, what a chop from Onita on Morton. And Ricky drop kicks him down. It's going to be a win. The titles have new owners.
Following that, right on our Championship Wrestling television program, we were happy, and they were obviously delighted at having won the Southern Tag. But that was only an omen of things to come.
And Ricky and I aren't going to sit around and pamper these belts or anything. We're going to be trying to defend them against the top contenders, and we're going to be wrestling champions, Lance. And we're not going to sit around and let these get dust on them or anything. We're going to be defending them just as soon as we can.
Well, in addition to that, when you defend them, it means a little bit more money, too.
That's it, because you got these belts, it means more money, it means getting better things for you, and that's what me and Rick are trying to do
now.
Well,
I know that it's a real thrill for the wrestling fans and for everybody. It's particularly a thrill for Tommy because he had the... Okay, Tojo, now you got some interview time later on.
Look. Why don't you give us, give my team a chance to wrestle you folks? Why?
Hey, listen, Tojo, wait a minute. You just listen to me. You remember just like I do, when we sat down to write the contract out for this, at the top of the contract, the return match clause had been X'd out. And you X'd it out because you thought we were two punks and we couldn't beat you. But you've got the two punks, and you're going to have to wait in line before you get a match for them.
Okay, Tojo. There's your answer.
I tell you what. I know your father long time ago. Your father is coward. You understand? Your father, your family, also your mother. You understand?
Hey, look.
Hey, coward.
You talk...
Hey, come on, Eddie. Eddie. Come on, Eddie. Get these. Hey, Eddie, come on now. There's place for that, and it's not right now. Yeah, give me a little help in here, son. Yeah. Eddie, come on now. Eddie. Hey, come on now. That's enough, Eddie. Hey, please, let's break it up. Come on now, Eddie. Thank you, yeah. All right, Eddie. Hey, come on. Get Eddie Gilbert.
later in the same Championship Wrestling TV program, Eddie Gilbert and Rick Morton were involved in a match in there, but there came some other involvement. Let's take a look at what happened.
Okay, come on. Onita and Fuji. Bugsy McGraw. Donovan. Walk out of there. It's going to be a disqualification or a stop match. I didn't get any sign from the referee. As Onita and Fuji, they have rattled Eddie Gilbert. Busted open his eye. As Yamamoto wails him with that fighting stick. Yeah. We're going to have to call the troops out here again. Onita and Fuji joined by Yamamoto. Taking some revenge on Gilbert. More Tojo just keeps blistering Eddie Gilbert with that fighting stick. Referee Jerry Calhoun trying to get order restored. Rick Morton continuing to try to get in there and help his... Oh, Eddie is totally... Come on. Yamamoto. Oh, he's blasted. Here come the Egyptians going after.
Yeah, that was the Japanese opportunity at that time. That was not the whole story, though, because as you remember, Dave, later in the program, Onita and Fuji were in the ring wrestling.
Keeping Onita back. Tojo in the ring. Oh, salt or some other kind of in the eyes. The Dutch Mantell. Disqualification on the Japanese team. Look out, Mantell. Pile driver put on by Masafuji.
Tojo with that fighting stick wailing on Mantell. And of course, you know the kind of feeling between Yamamoto and Mantell as Onita and Fuji are bouncing Steve Kern around. You saw Onita off with a big chop on Kern while Fuji held him. And Tojo just pounding away with that stick. Disqualification. Dutch had a good abdominal stretch, and the referee disqualified it when Tojo jumped in. Yamamoto, I guess he figures it. Ah, here they come. Eddie Gilbert, Rick Morton. And look at Gilbert. Gilbert with that fighting stick. He just pounded Fuji and Yamamoto and Onita. Taking batting practice. He nails Yamamoto again.
Believe it or not, that was only the beginning. We've got more of the story coming up in just a moment. Back into action on Channel 3's Championship Wrestling in a moment. Thursday, September the 24th, Winslow, Indiana. 6 big matches. More about that later. Tuesday night in the Garden's what I want to talk about. You're going to see some action in there. It'll include a bullwhip pole match with Dundee, Valiant, Mantell going against Hart, Nightmare, and the Speed. You're going to have a grudge match. Jerry Lawler, Coco Ware. Then it's going to be a Southern heavyweight title match. Rocky Johnson going against the Dream Machine. Well, I see that the first family's still the same way.
Well, I want to tell you
Always gotta
something
bring
right now.
somebody
No,
in.
listen, Big Mouth. Let me tell you something. It's not Coco Ware. It's not Soul Man Johnson. This is a Soul Man, and this is Sweet Brown Sugar, right, baby?
That's right. You know, Jerry Lawler could have beat Coco Ware, but Coco Ware's done flushed down the drain, and Jerry Lawler, I'm Sweet Brown Sugar now. I'm coming at you. I'm going to put this fist upside that
Mistake, Coco, mistake. Yeah, you got Big Rocky Johnson.
Well, big deal, Rocky Johnson. Let me tell you something, Rocky Soul Man Johnson. You better shoot up with B12, BC, BD, BA, and everything you got in B, boy, because I'm coming after you with everything I've got. You know, I was born in the heat of the desert. My mother died giving me light. The pride and love of a father, blamed for the loss of his wife. Let me tell you something. Just because you got 20-inch arms and a 32-inch waist, you can fall, boy, because this is fall season. You know what I'm talking about. The leaves are falling, the temperature's falling. Rocky Johnson, you will fall, boy. Yeah. I did say boy and not Leroy.
Oh, I hear it.
Well, let me tell you something right now, too. Speed and my nightmare saved you, Dutch Mantell. I promise you, before that match is over, we'll take that bullwhip, and you won't use it on anybody else because we're going to definitely shove it exactly where the sun don't shine. Dundee and Valiant, you had all you could take last week, brother, but this week it's going to be different. Look at my jaw. Look at this. Look
Yeah, I
at this
understand,
pumped up
Jim.
right
Jim,
there.
sorry.
Somebody's going to be hurt this week, and I promise you that punk's.
Jimmy Hart, the first family. Tuesday night, you'll have a chance to see it all. The first opportunity of following all the action here on Championship Wrestling with Eddie Gilbert and Rick Morton to meet in the ring officially, Onita and Fucci, took place in Tupelo, Mississippi. Right. Need I say more? Take a look.
Goes at the chin with that one. Makes the tag on Eddie Gilbert. Here comes Eddie. Look at that. Boy, he slammed Onita, then Fucci, and right back to Onita and Fucci again. Eddie Gilbert, much the fresher of the two, a whip into the ropes. There's that slide, takes him down. Could be the third fall, but Morton and Onita, here comes Yamamoto. Right in the eyes of Eddie Gilbert. While the referee is over trying to get Onita and Morton apart. 1, 2, 3. The fall is going to go to Masa Fucci and Mr. Onita. Oh, yeah, the crowd doesn't like it either. Fucci in a position to be pinned, but Onita and Morton battling away. The referee trying to get them out of the ring. Tojo slipped in, fired the salt, I presume, into Gilbert's eyes. Morton takes away the fighting stick, hammered away on Tojo Yamamoto. Going after Onita and Fucci, and now they're after Morton again. Rick banging with that fighting stick. Boy, they may have lost the official match on that third fall. But I can tell you one thing. Morton is knocking some home runs with that Japanese fighting stick as he wails Fucci with it. Eddie Gilbert down on the floor. Gilbert and Morton, Fucci and Onita, Yamamoto. Look out, Randy. Get out of the way. Fucci nails Morton over into the concession stand. Get back up here. Get up here where you're not going to get hit. Into the concession stand after tearing down the partition. Our Mike Cable's caught. If you have to, Randy, just go around me. I can't get it loose from the chair. That's okay. Rick Morton slams Yamamoto. Glass, everything all over the floor in the concession stand. As Fucci nailed down by Eddie Gilbert, picks up the bucket of ice, slams Yamamoto with it. Gilbert. Oh, Nita's head busted wide open. Rick Morton slams a mustard jar on Yamamoto, and he's yellow everywhere. Morton blasts Onita. Here comes Fucci. Look out. Same way what you can save there. Eddie Gilbert bleeding. Tojo Yamamoto covered with blood. Onita. Watch out, Randy. Well, I can't get loose. Go around me if you have to. Morton going after Onita, who is bleeding. Yamamoto with mustard and blood all over him. Eddie Gilbert pounded by Fucci. Fucci's ears bleeding. Rick Morton picked up a board, slammed Tojo right to his knees. He's now got Onita into the ice machine. Eddie Marlin trying to get him separated down here as Gilbert slipping in the mustard. Slams Onita totally covered there by that big fan. Over here, Gilbert busting up. Yamamoto is Fucci nailed. Eddie Gilbert, they're sliding all over the mustard on the floor. Referee Paul Morton can't keep his footing. Gilbert slammed by Fucci. Eddie with a board, and Fucci nailed him again, but Gilbert in that board making good use of it. Eddie Marlin trying to get him broken up. Marlin got hit in the arm. Yeah, look out, Randy. With a trash can. Eddie Gilbert nailed him. Or Morton nailed Onita. They have destroyed this concession stand. Rick Morton hammered with a garbage can top by Yamamoto. Eddie Gilbert, Fucci right below us. Fucci's ear bleeding terribly. Gilbert bleeding from both eyes. You see the scene in this Tupelo concession stand. They've already torn down the partition. Marlin gets Gilbert and Morton out of there. Herman takes him down to the floor. Eddie Marlin got Morton and Gilbert out of here. Here comes Marlin back in. Marlin grabbing at Yamamoto, who is wild, swinging at anything that moves. Look out. Morton and Gilbert back in again. Oh, man. Marlin in between. Oh, that may have put Yamamoto out. Morton hit him with a trash can flush. Eddie Marlin having no success in breaking him up. They're just totally out of hand. Eddie trying to get the stick away from Onita. What a brawl. Yeah, keep shooting it. We're not going to be able to show a lot of it, but just keep shooting it. Almost out on their feet. Just as Fucci was getting ready to nail Gilbert, Morton caught him with that broomstick. Eddie Marlin had at least half of it stopped. Gilbert and Morton, Yamamoto jumped Herman. Morton and Gilbert later came back in. get some more people in, yeah. They've destroyed the concession stand. They tore down the partitions at the restroom. Pucci's still got that broomstick, and he is really pounding Eddie Gilbert. I don't know how there are any of them standing up. I've never seen such punishment and beating on both sides of it. Gilbert swinging that stick again on Pucci. Well, Onita face first down on the floor. Move them out, yeah. They can just get part of them out again. They're just grabbing anything they can put their hands on. Onita pulling himself over the counter. Marlin trying to get Pucci out of there. There goes Pucci. Yeah, go on, just keep shooting it. We'll see what we can use on it. Pucci and Gilbert over the counter. Onita, there comes Morton. But back over by the dressing rooms, they're still fighting. Yamamoto grabs a board. He's going after him, but I think they got him safely in the dressing room.
Boy, I'll tell you. Just unabridged brawl. That's all there was to it. We got more. We'll be back in just a moment. We had so many comments from some of you who had seen our Handsome Jimmy compilation of different things about the boy from New York. Many of you want to see it again. Let's take a look at it right now. Okay, we're back with you locally here. Some of you never knew that we didn't, but we missed a little bit of the action in there and back in. One of the big highlights of the last week was an extremely important meeting between Bugsy McGraw and Steve Kern. At stake, the NWA Mid-America Heavyweight Championship belt. Let's take a look at some of the dynamic end action on it.
Looks like he's going for a suplex. Big one, too. Kern drops that leg over the rope. The referee breaks it at the count of 2. McGraw with the elbow. Oh, he loves to drop a series of elbows. Kern trying to roll out of the way, but McGraw just catching him pretty good. Donovan over at McGraw. He's giving him something. Suplex string. .11:47, the winner. Regaining his title, Steve Kern.
Boy, I'll tell you what, I couldn't believe that you suplexed that big son of a gun and slammed him down and got that belt back, Steve.
Well, you know, Lance, I was just looking for a way out of that, and I'll tell you one thing. That Bugsy McGraw is nobody to sell short. Woo. He's a big man, and the only way I could beat him is to suplex him back on his big head. But I'll tell you this Mid-America belt meant a lot to me, and I had fans behind me there in Memphis. And, you know, I got to defend this belt about anybody that comes along. And if they're as big as Bugsy McGraw, if they're small, no matter who it is, I'm going to have to put it on the line. But before I lost this belt to Bugsy McGraw, I was trying to put together a package deal. And what I've got in mind, and I'm doing it right here publicly, is I want to challenge the Dream Machine. He's the Southern Heavyweight Champion, correct, I believe, right now. Well, I've got this thing in mind about challenging the Dream Machine and a thing to merge the two belts, because the people see two different champions. And I feel like if they're going to have a champion in the area, that ought to be one man. and that one man, I hope, will be myself. And the only way I can make that happen is if I go out there and wrestle the Dream Machine, and I get him to put that Southern Heavyweight belt up there for this Mid-America belt. I'm willing to put it up, and whoever wins the match is going to be the one champion, and they'll combine the belts.
That sounds to me like a great idea, and cut out some of the split championship, and it'll make one champion. And obviously, I know a lot of folks figure that Steve Kern, terrific ability, he'll be the man that'll end up with him. Again, well, Stevie, congratulations, babe.
Thank you.
Super. Man. I can't tell you how proud of you we are. Let me tell you, some fine athlete right there. Well, there were a lot of things at stake, as a matter of fact, in the entire week of action around championship wrestling. One of them, in Jerry Lawler's own hometown, was a match with the Dream Machine that stunned the wrestling world. Let's take a look.
Coco trying to get the Dream to let up with him as he slams his head to the turnbuckle. And Lawler resists. That's what they've been waiting for. Lawler, big right hand, and another. The 15-minute mark, Lawler goes up to the ropes, flies off there with that fist. One. Here comes Chick Donovan, swinging a cane. Remember, no disqualification. Lawler gets up, nails Donovan. And the Dream, coming after Lawler, hits Donovan. The Dream down, Lawler down. Coco Ware counting. Both wrestlers down. Donovan trying to get the Dream up. And as Lawler gets up, the Dream nails him. 1, 2, 3. And stunned. Jerry the King Lawler has been defeated.
Hard to believe, I'll tell you for a fact in there. And we were sitting right at ringside, heard a lot of accusations about how it happened. But it was difficult to really verify any of the accusations except one thing, no disqualification match. And the Dream was the one that came out the winner. We're going to take time out, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, back to championship wrestling here on Channel 3 in just a moment. Again, Thursday, September the 24th, Winslow, Indiana, 6 big matches. Title match going to be there, and I'll tell you one you don't want to miss is that back alley brawl that'll be coming up. Just some of the names. Handsome Jimmy going to be right there. Rick and Robert Gibson, Dutch Mantell, Steve Kern, the Superstar. And by golly, I'll tell you, of course, Hart and the whole First Family. Winslow, Indiana, that's coming up September the 24th. Louisville, Kentucky. Chief Thundercloud goes against the Assassin. Rick and Robert Gibson against the Heartbreakers with Donovan at ringside. Then that bullwhip on the pole. Listen to this. Jimmy Hart in the ring, not sneaking around, the Nightmare, and Speed going against Superstar Bill Dundee, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, and the Dutchman, Dutch Mantell. Then a grudge match with Jerry the King Lawler facing Coco Ware or Sweet Brown Sugar, followed by Rocky Johnson and the Dream Machine.
Today's supercharged hits are on K-Tel's High Voltage, starring Eddie Rabbit, the electrifying Cliff Richard, Styx, and Gino Benelli. Hall and Oates, The Police, Frankie and the Knockouts, and Heart. Cool and the Gang, part of K-Tel's Sound Celebration. High Voltage. Available at these and other fine stores.
Come on and cut with an Echo. You'll find Echo chainsaws are easier to...
Well, it's been peaceful for the last couple of weeks without Jimmy Hart, but I guess all good things have to come to an end, and they're ended right now. Okay, Dream, okay.
King Forte, hallelujah, glory, 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 the King. Yeah, you got something to say about it, huh?
I got nothing to say about it. I want to know what the purpose for all this is.
The purpose is today that I am honoring one of the most outstanding men in our sport today. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to present to you right now King Jimmy Hart.
Disappointed in you, Coco, I can tell you that.
Hallelujah. I love you, man. I love you. You look great.
Watch my crown.
You look
watch my
great,
crown.
Jimmy, just like the king that you are.
Baby, the king is here. Listen to the people. They know I'm the king of professional wrestling.
Hail the king. Hail the king. Hail the king.
Okay,
Our
okay.
Royal Majesty, hail the king.
Thank you.
Can you
Turn
just
that
get
thing
that
down
thing
a little bit.
down a
Bring that
little
thing out of
bit?
here. Just to turn it down just a little bit,
Yeah,
Russell.
fine, great.
Look at him, people, the king of professional wrestling. Listen at him. Listen at him. You know, Lance, let me tell you something right now. Somebody this past week just became a man. Yes, a man in professional wrestling. A man that was kicked out by the people that was supposed to love him. A man that's been abused and misused for a long time. And I want to bring him up right now. Come here, come here. Come here, come here. Somebody hold this down. Come here, man, come here. I want to show the world something to you right now, brother. Look at this man right here. Coco Ware, let me tell you something, darling. I want to tell you something. Last week, you became a man in professional wrestling. Now, I know a lot of you ignorant people out there are saying, yeah, look at Jimmy Hart. He's going to probably put him in the family to have a little color to the family. Well, you are wrong. I love this man, baby. Let me tell you something, brother. If you want to be in the first family, you are here to stay and not to play, because when we're on top and we are going to rock, I want to do something for you. I want to give you the chance of a lifetime, a chance that Dundee and Kern and all those other little punks wouldn't do for you, man. A lot of talk, but I don't see no action. Do you want to be in the first family of professional wrestling?
I want to be in the
Well,
first
brother,
family.
you are in it, and I'm fixing to crown this man right now. Come here, baby. I want to crown this man right now. Not Coco Ware, because that name is out of date, baby, but I want to crown you Sweet Brown Sugar, the newest member of the professional wrestling.
All right, baby.
The food, baby. I'm hungry. Oh, wait, we're not through. We are not through yet. We're not through.
Jimmy,
We're not
this is
through,
the
baby.
most important
Well, get
thing
on
now.
with it.
And now, only what could be held for a king, baby, is a meal for a king, if you understand what I'm saying. And now, would you bring in, please, Sylvester Bondelay.
I am not believing it.
Some music,
I should
some more
believe
music.
it. I should believe it with this crew I got right. That is not Sylvester. No. Cowboy Sylvester. You will stoop
Thank
to
you.
any
Thank
end.
you, darling. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know what? I love this. Right now. Into the mouth, over the gums. Look out, stomach. Here Sylvester comes. Come on, baby. Bring it over here.
Okay.
Dig in, baby.
Jimmy,
Dig in. Here, Lance, eat some.
Stop out of here. All right, we don't. Hey, let's go to a break. Get out of here. No, I don't want to. Take a break. Take a break. Will you guys just take that
on, get it, baby.
chicken out of here? I really am disappointed in you. And the station business. Oh, here we are.
Yeah. Oh, going to load the ring down, let me tell you.
You bet.
10 of them in there.
10 men.
The rest of the first family, wonder where they are. There they come.
There comes one of them I am really disappointed in. Coco Ware.
Yeah.
He cast his lot.
It'll be a 10-man match. Total weight on one side of the ring, 1,068 pounds. First family, Jimmy Hart, Dream Machine, Coco Ware, the Nightmare, and Speed. Total weight on the other side of the ring, 1,117 pounds. Superstar Bill Dundee, Steve Kern, Dutch Mantell, and the Gibson brothers, Rick Gibson and Robert Gibson. Expiration of time, 10-man tag team match. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, and good luck to him.
Boy, you got that right, friend. I wouldn't want that job for anything in the world. Refereeing this expiration of time 10-man. Hart being told to pull that goofy helmet he had on off. Gives it to Chick Donovan, and let's see. Across the way, it looks like Steve Kern starting out. And Speed will be starting out on this side of the ring, Davey.
All righty. Speed going against Steve Kern. Visibility is a problem with this many guys standing around the ring. Kind of hard to see what's going on sometimes. Speed gets head scissors on Kern. Kern out of it. Speed back to the corner, tags Dream Machine. Kern backed into the turnbuckles by Dream Machine. With a foot, he caught him. Dream makes a tag and a Nightmare coming in. Nightmare put back in the corner by Steve Kern. Oh, he reverses Steve. Kern reverses him. Nightmare into the rope. Monkey flip out of the corner. Kern makes the tag on Dundee. Dundee says, send him to the rope. He does. Dundee hits him with upper arm. Off the ropes again, and the Nightmare flying through the air. Dundee with a cover. Whoop. Very near the corner over there, the first family. Speed leaned in. Dundee broke the cover quickly. Dream Machine, but Dundee jumps under it, and Dream Machine hits the mat. Dundee put on the mat, side mare by hip toss by Dream Machine. Here's Speed back in there. Ooh, Speed, right fist. Pounded Dundee, makes the tag, and here's Nightmare. Dundee using the ropes. Nightmare goes by. Dundee sets, rolls him down. Whoa, Billy stomped his fingers. The Nightmare, feeling the right hand of Bill Dundee. Billy makes the tag. From Oilcroft, Texas, Dutch Mantell waits. Drives him to the mat. Follows with the upper arm, and Mantell with a cover. 2. Coco Ware comes in here. At the 2 count. A slam by Dutch Mantell. Tag on Rick Gibson. Rick spinning the Nightmare. We're about 3.5 minutes in. Count is 2. 2 count all he gets. Rick to the corner. Tag Robert Gibson. Robert waves right hand to the midsection. Nightmare fired into the ropes again. Robert goes for abdominal stretch. Dream Machine, Coco Ware both in there to break that up. Nightmare gets to the corner. He got a tag. Who did he get the tag on? On Speed. All right.
Referee in this match. That's what's wrong.
Jimmy Hart down here. Oh, Dundee. Down the side of the ring. Dream Machine, he's trying to get to Hart. Referee Jerry Calhoun out of the ring now, trying to get in between them to restore order. Hart, whoa, Rick Gibson almost got to him. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, stepped in between. Referee trying to get Hart back up on the apron where he belongs. There he is again, wandering halfway around the ring. Now, back to the corner, up on the apron. In the ring is Robert Gibson and Speed. Gibson. Oh, dropped him down, and Speed on his knees quickly goes to the corner. He got the tag on the Dream Machine. Robert Gibson in the air. He dropped on his back. Dream Machine in with a foot. Tag made on Coco Ware. We have passed the 5-minute mark. Expiration of time match. In men, Coco Ware driven back to the corner. Dream Machine in after the tag. He grabs Robert Gibson. Robert all the way across the ring. Dream Machine with that knee. Followed him into the corner. Dream Machine tags the Nightmare. Nightmare with a slam and a cover. Out of one, Steve Kern. Able to break it up. Robert Gibson gets to the corner, gets the tag on the Superstar. Nightmare hits the mat, and Bill Dundee working him over. Over to the corner. Hand outstretched. Jimmy Hart moved 3 or 4 feet to avoid taking the tag. Dundee taunting Jimmy Hart, but it doesn't do any good. Speed is the one that took the tag and came in there. We're 6.5 minutes into the action now. 6.5 minutes. Nightmare, Speed, quick change. The Nightmare. Headbutt, Dundee on the mat. There's the tag, and here comes Jimmy Hart. Dundee down on the mat. Jimmy Hart mounted on it. Dundee takes the swing. Hart leads the ring.
I'm telling you right now. Oh, come on, Jimmy. Why don't you be a man?
Yeah, Dutch Mantel coming out. Wait a minute. Come on.
Well, get out of here. Don't be coming over here. Look out. Oh, no.
Down on the floor.
Jimmy, get out of here.
Jimmy, get back up on the apron.
Why don't you get back in the ring?
Chick Donovan directing traffic. In the ring, it's the Nightmare, Bill Dundee. Eight minutes gone. Dundee with a cover. Coco Ware jumped in there. Again, Coco Ware breaks it up as Bill Dundee had a cover on the Nightmare. Nightmare gets the tag on Coco. Whoa, they run together. Dundee heads for Coco. Down behind it. Oh, look out, Jimmy. Coco Ware has a cover on Bill Dundee. Count of 3. Bill Dundee has been counted out. Bill Dundee counted out. I didn't see exactly what happened.
Davey, we got to take a break. We'll be back in a moment.
Tuesday night, Louisville Guards. Man, oh man, oh man. You heard the entire card. Again, I want to remind you, Dundee, Valiant, Mantell, Hearts, Nightmare, and Speed, bullwhip match on the pole. Grudge match, Lawler and Coco Ware, Sweet Brown Sugar or whatever. Rocky Johnson, the Soul Man, back to meet the Dream Machine. What a night, Bill.
That's right, Lance. As you said it, them last 3 matches is worth twice as what you got to pay to see. Now, I'm going to tell the Dream Machine something, brother. I seen Rocky Soulman Johnson in action. I don't think you've seen him. All you've done is heard about him. Well, he's going to teach you a lesson, brother, and he's going to beat you. Now, the other one. Because I know I've been on this side of the fence, Coco, where I've been the guy that made the king mad, and I know what he does when he gets mad, brother. He wants to win the match, and he will do anything, brother. If it comes to throwing fire, if it comes to using the chain, if it comes to powder, to salt, to sticks. He invented most of them, Coco, and I wouldn't be you for nothing. They may tell you sweet brown sugar. They may tell you how big and bad you are, but you can't beat Jerry Lawler if your name was Hercules Cortez or whatever they want to call you. Coco, where you're going to get beat. Now, Dutch Mantell is the greatest guy with a bullwhip. Handsome Jimmy Valiant will do anything. And talking to Handsome Jimmy, here he is, brother.
Handsome Jimmy, back again.
They said, baby, Handsome Jimmy's back, Jack. I said the bitch is back. Cold Stone Sofa, baby. Woo! Handsome Jimmy's back. I got the Duchess, baby. I got my man. I got Superstar. Yeah. Can you imagine against the Nightmare, Speedball, and Jimmy the Snake Hot? Look out, what is this, like a 6-man tag, huh?
That's it.
I love six. I had 6 eggs over easy for breakfast, baby. I had 6 T-bone steaks. I got 6 old legs. I got the best team in the world right here. Pole vault, pole vault, what is it, baby?
Bullwhip.
Bullwhip, Daddy. Shut up, Blanchard. This is my interview, Daddy. I got the pole vault, bullwhip up right there on top, bro. Woo, mustache, we coming at you, baby. Look out, Speedball, Speedball, what is it, brother? We coming at you, Snake. Look out, Nightmare. I'm having a nightmare. I had a nightmare last night, baby.
Nobody likes Tuesday night. He'll be right there.
Couldn't have stood any more of that 10-man match. We got to go, Davey. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell. Bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.